Alright guys, I'm doing a recent commentary, haven't done one in forever, but this is a pretty standard like early game, but I'm really only going to go over the early game, maybe mid game. This game is very long and I'll just say we win, but I'm not going to do the whole game because it's kind of just a game of throws, and I'd rather focus on the early game, which is where a lot of stuff happens. You can see I smited, I think I spilled water on myself or something on my keyboard, so my smite's down. Not a good way to start, especially since they're invading. Caitlyn needed to be in the brush. If she wasn't in the brush, she would have had first blood, but unfortunately she wasn't, and now the level 1 nothing really happens. I could have maybe had Annie if I had flash up, but it would flash down, you know. Nothing happens, which sucks because when you're playing Lee Sin jungle, it's nice to have level 1 fights because if their flashes are down, their laners don't have flash, it's very easy to kill them. Lee Sin kills anyone who doesn't have flash. So it sucks that none of them blew flash, and I did. But I'm going to do red buff. It's going to be a little different than normal. I'm going to smite red buff, which I normally don't do, but that's because we're late to red because of level 1 and I don't get help from Caitlyn. So I can only help in a little bit without falling behind. So I don't have smite up, which means I can't really do blue. It would be a waste for me to do blue now. So what I'm going to do is try to slow down Udyr, because I know, he's going to be in good shape. His bot lane got there in time. So I'm going to head there and just start harassing him until my smite comes up. When my smite's up, I'll go back to blue. But he ended up smiting, so yeah, we're both in a similar situation, except his came up way sooner because he got the blue buff for me. I did red buff like 10 seconds late. But anyway, I spoke around. I can't commit to it because I don't have a flash up, and my didn't get my E, or didn't get my W. But poked him long enough for my smite to come up, and now we're even, so I can get my buff. I'm in good shape. And I know a lot of people have been asking me about Thorn's Blade start, and my thought on it is, only time you should start Thorn's Blade on Lee Sin is if you're going to do a level 2 gank, which is rare. You generally want to do level 3 gank, because like if you do D-Blade start, red buff, and then blue buff, you're going to be way too low to gank. You'll be like 20% HP after blue, so it's not ideal. Only time you do D-Blade is you're going to do like red buff and a gank top with a lot of damage, but that's really cheesy and I rarely do it. Gank bot, when we win the trade because they can't commit, I make him blow flash with a nice Q. So that was good. I didn't get an assist, but just the fact that I was here, they couldn't fight, or they would have both died. So we ended up getting 1 kill. Head mid. He lands a really nice wall. So I know she's gonna flash here, but I still go for it because notice how my smite's up. This is big. The fact that my smite comes up means I can dive this. Because the Iron Will, smite, live with just enough HP. 19 HP. So I live with 19. Let's see how much my smite go for. It should be in the 30s. So I smite it for 30 HP. So yeah, that made me live. So it's a really risky dive, but I've done dives like that enough that I knew I could pull it off there. But very risky, especially since my flash is down when I'm level 1. Would have been a lot easier if my flash was up. But I manned up and it worked out. And now Syndra's flash is down, so she's in really bad shape. Try to gank bot, but there's a ward, so you don't really get much. Golems you only do if you're ganking bot. They're so isolated that you pretty much never farm golems unless you have a reason to be bot lane. Like right now, my reason is I want to try to gank, but it's just not working out. Wraiths and wolves are so close to mid that they're ideal. Just want to run around and farm those two. So nice wall, but we trade 1 for 1. She couldn't get away. She had no flash. There was a wall behind her, so that was pretty much guaranteed that she would die. But she took Karthus down with her, and that's a big part of that is because Karthus went tier first. I'm not a mid main. I play enough mid to know that you shouldn't go tier first against Syndra as Karthus. Karthus loses that lane pretty hard, and he's very easy to kill. So you need Catalyst first. Catalyst and then tier would have been a better choice in my opinion, and you would have lived there. A little bit HP is very important, but it's alright. Card's still in good shape. Gets the ultimate here, picks up a kill. And I got a kill from that, so you know, I'm 2-0, so I'm happy. Ward is red buff, very important ward buffs. Especially since Lee Sin is very good at stealing them. He kills them fast, he's very secure and mobile. So you can gank, you can go into enemy jungle without dying. So I get behind her and kick her in. Free kill. Nothing she can do. So that's just, her flash is down and I had a good angle so I was coming around here. So I just kick her in. She dies. And her ult was down so she couldn't turn on Karthus. But again, he would have died there if her ult was up. That's what I'm saying. You really want, you should go Catalyst first against Syndra. But anyways, my red buff is up now. Which means I can do another round of ganks. As for items, I like to D-Blade after Machete, so at some point I do get the Thorn's Blade early game. I don't start with it, but it's a good early game item for Lee Sin, so I do get it. And then I get Sight Stone. Then I'll get Boost Mobility and Spirit Stone. Oh, there we go. Missed that. So right here, I told Karthus that if I'm going to gank mid, he's probably going to keep dying because he has tier. He's very squishy, but he's like, whatever, because I get kills. I'll be getting kills, so I'll go for this. This is perfect because look where she's positioned. She's right here, in range of my Q from creep. So I just kill the blue Wraith and I gank her. Q behind her, kick her in. Unfortunate that he dies again, but it's another kill. And I get to farm mid a little bit. Now I'm 3-0, I'm in pretty good shape. You can tell I've been ignoring top a lot. That's just because it's a fiddle against Shen lane. We're not going to kill Shen. The fiddle top lane just isn't that strong, but fiddle's always useful, like late game. He ends up dodging that by last hitting. That was kind of bad. I thought he would. That's is warded, so he would try to run back. So I position it behind it, but it's not warded. So I go for it again because I realized that hey, it's not warded. He flashes when that was kind of sloppy, but he flashes when I ward hop, so I couldn't get behind him. Disengage, disengage. Smite Tibbers to heal up a bit. I see Cautious teleporting in now, so go back in so we can kill all of these. It's 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills. So I suicided for that. Definitely worth it. Fiddle ended up canceling the Shen ult, so that's good. So, right here, I was trying to go around and gank mid, but right when he gets back in the lane, the Syndra all-ins him. So I noticed that, so I flash safeguard to save him. He lives the ignite. And I go in on her. I noticed the Karthus ult, so I just kick her. That's an easy Karthus ult kill. I wouldn't be able to get any more auto attacks on her, so I needed Karthus to finish her off. There's no way I would have been able to chase that. So I just kick her, knowing that he has enough damage to finish her. At this point, I try to see that there's a fight going on bot. I try to help. Ward hop over the wall is very useful. I do this all the time. It cuts a lot of space. It's this spot right here. But she flashes my Q. Whatever. I shove out to get some XP.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Here we stick around too long.
Purple team's turret has been
Syndra
destroyed.
ganks us. Since our tower's down, Karthus is too late because we lost tower, so the wave was really in our base. So I died there. Pretty bad. It's just swung the game a lot.
Purple team has slain a dragon.
It's a big mistake on our part. But it's something that we can't come back from. Our gold is on Karthus, so that's huge. Like a fed Karthus is gonna do so much. Trying to gank top, but it's warded, and Phil's not going to do anything against that. Fortunately, right when I leave, he gets dove.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, now this is kind of where the game swings. That's probably where I'll end the replay. A couple of minutes. Alright, so we had to push mid. Caitlyn, Sona, they got the tower really early. And when you get a bot tower like that, you just want to go mid and get the mid tower, especially since it's low. But I see that she's getting all in. I try to save her. Shen ults. So now, gotta slow this down. He flash taunts me. So I'm in a really bad position. I'm guaranteed to die. So I'm trying to make the best of it by flashing behind, kicking, and then Qing, and that just gets her. So that, I made the best out of the situation. Let me do that once more. Because like, I got caught in the bad position because of the Shen ult, flash taunt. Here I could have flashed, so that was a mistake that I didn't flash. I ended up getting flash taunted. But Spearman's dead, but I decided, oh, fuck it, I can flash ult, kick. Bam, got the kill. And now we can clean up. Nice Fiddle ult. Lands it on 3 people. Like I said, Fiddle, even if he falls behind in lane, like he's 0-3 or something, 0-2. Yeah, well, he was 0-3. He's still relevant because Fear is just so good and his ultimate just has high base damage. We clean up the fight and we get a big lead here. The game goes on for 30 more minutes, but there's no point in commentating it. I'll do some late game recent commentaries, but this wasn't one of them. It was a stupid just game of throws.
Purple team's turret